Hey everybody, this is Chris, aka Spider-1A.
And Jennifer.
And we're back for another episode of Chris and Jen build the 1/8 scale Eaglemoss Ecto-1. Did I get all that?
You did.
Okay. You know, it's funny, I didn't think we were ever going to get this shipment in. A lot of stuff was back ordered. They had a lot going on. It was literally like a month and a half or something between shipments. So I was really excited when I saw the box outside because I was like, wow, it really is here. And as you can see, it's almost Christmas already. So I guess this will be a little bit of an early Christmas present for us. So let's just get started, huh?
Stop.
Huh?
Stop. Stop.
What?
I got you a little something.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, little Christmas gift.
Oh.
So.
Can I look?
Can you look?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Got you the Playmobil.
Oh, you did not.
I did.
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you remember, but one of the episodes we were kind of rambling on about the Ecto-1A, and I had mentioned that I also love the Ecto-1A, and I wondered if Eaglemoss was going to make like some specials at the very end or some extensions at the very end, because they did that with the DeLorean. And I had mentioned that Playmobil had a really, really cool looking Ecto-1A, but it was sold out everywhere. Where'd you get this? Yeah, figure you're not going to tell me, are you? I'm not allowed to know because you're not going to tell me how much you spent on it.
Exactly.
This is wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Oh, wait, I got an idea. At the end of this episode today, why don't we crack it open and see what's inside? You can already hear a bunch of goodies. And then maybe we'll put this together a little bit at a time over the next handful of episodes and sort of add it at the end of each one of our episodes.
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
All right, well, thank you so much, Jennifer. So let's go ahead and get to the build. Okay, here we are. This looks like a convoluted mess, but there is actually a, what do they call it? A reason for it being this way, believe it or not. So I wanted to show everybody some stuff before we get started. Right here, unfortunately, we got another IOU. Dear valued customer, we are sorry to inform you that your free Ghostbusters Ecto-1 cap, due to be included in your shipment, is currently on back order. Which, unfortunately, is the same thing, remember, we got with our license plate? Was it a couple of episodes ago, a few months ago? So it looks like with COVID and everything, not only are these stages back ordered, but the free gifts are back ordered. It's kind of a bummer. I was looking forward to this one. So we'll put this with our other IOU, and at some point we'll show this off along with our license plate. So here we have the magazine, of course, issue 6, that has our 4 stages in it. And I wanted to show you something, because I'm going to have you choose where we start. What we have here is another tire. And what we have here is, the other side where the tire connects. These are basically the same thing we did last time. And so I don't know if we start with these to get them out of the way, because we've sort of done this before, and then we'll kind of fast forward through this part of the video because people have already seen this. It's kind of boring. Right. We'll just show the finished, or do we do the 2 that are kind of new-ish over here and then save these for last, or do we mix and match? Or do we knock these over and don't do anything? What do you think? What would you like to do?
Let's start with the tire.
Get this old stuff out of the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
So anybody watching then, we're probably going to fast forward most of this because you've already seen it before. Now, before we do, check this out. I just happen to have this in a group. This is a DVD of the first 4 episodes of our series because our subsequent parents asked if they could have it on a disc so they could watch it on TV. And so we burned it on a DVD, and I guess they enjoyed it. They seem to.
They did.
So here's a shout out to the parents who are watching. They must be one of the 5 people who watch us do this show. Maybe they count as 1 for the 2 of them. So, yeah. So that actually came out pretty cool. I just happen to have this mixed up in here. Not that it matters to anybody watching. Okay, so, Jennifer, we're using scissors today to mix things up a little. If you want to go ahead, she already started to cut some of it here, but if you want to go ahead and open them up, I'll get it ready here, and we'll start the tire. Remember, last time we did a tire, It took us a lot longer. Yeah, usually we go in order, 15, 16, 17, but this time we're going to mix it up a little. So we're actually going to start here on stage 17, which is the tire. There's our tire from the last time, which we packed back up. And here's the tire from this time, and you notice there are a couple of hoses here. So there are some different things going on with this particular one. So we'll go ahead and put it together up until this point, and then we'll come right back to you when we do these hoses and figure out where they go. Okay, well that one went together much easier than the other tire. I think it's because we knew what to do. But anyway, there's that tire. And we have these extra pieces. We can't do anything yet until we actually get all this stuff here onto that main frame, you know. It looks like we're also putting the engine on. Okay, this is going to be a fun month. So let's go ahead and move this stuff out of the way for now. So we have our two tires. We'll get back to that, right? And now we're gonna go all the way back to basically the beginning. And we're just gonna start now from the beginning and go across because we have a lot of repeated stuff, mostly right here and right here. It's stuff that we've already seen before. So let's go ahead and do this, shall we? All right, so this is the right front suspension and tie rod, which is pretty much the same thing we did on the left side the last time. Here we are. Does this look familiar? So this is basically what we did last time is right here. And now we're doing the same exact thing over here, and I'm guessing connecting it. So again, it's gonna be a lot of the same crap we already did. This part is done. So now we can, now we're at a point that's different than the last time. Last time we connected these bars like this, and now this time we have to connect the bars together so that they're all like sort of parallel with each other. Okay, and then we have the part we just screwed in, which connects to the new piece we connected here, and then that will allow us to move the tires, which is pretty cool. We just need a KM screw, and then we're done with this stage. There. So there we go. So now it moves. Our rod actually can move. So I'm guessing the steering eventually will connect to this, you know, and then we can shift it side to side. But that's essentially all together now.
Okay, it's a couple days later and it's Thanksgiving, so we decided to kick things off and begin again.
That was a great idea you had. Like, let's take a break and then let's do the rest of it on Thanksgiving to kind of jumpstart the holiday. I think this is a great idea. It's funny, I have this weird sinus drainage going on. Can you hear it? I can barely talk. Well, I can talk, but much to the chagrin of the audience. But not like before, I don't know what's going on. One thing we decided to do in between builds here and in between days is we decided to move on to our particular screwdriver kit. The one that they gave us was starting to mushroom, and it was starting to hurt every time we would turn it. And I think it was time to move on to the one that we bought that has all our specialty pieces here so we can move it around. This is much easier. Like, I was tightening a couple of these down before we started, and it's like night and day, like with this nice rubber pad here. So yeah, that's enough. We're retired. We're giving up. It's time to give up. Time to move on. All right. So we are on stage 16 front suspension and steering, which is really exciting because if you flip the page, I see a bunch of stuff added to this frame, which, yeah, it's going to be cool. I'm giving thanks for adding stuff to our frame. Okay, so let's see. Locate the first stabilizer bar linkage and place it at the end of the stabilizer bar. Okay, so it looks like we need BP screws.
Okay.
And they must go in here somewhere in the front here. So this is underneath. Okay, so that goes there. And then the screw goes. Oh boy, that's going to be rough. And the screw goes here. Oh, okay, right?
Right.
Yeah. Right? No, it doesn't.
No?
Oh, I get it. I need BP screws. Okay, I get it now. I get it, folks. Don't worry. I know you were worried out there. All right, these are the BP?
Those are BP.
Okay, I get it now. So we have to screw this in first. See? And then we screw them in here.
Perfect.
Dude, I rock.
Me too.
I know, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so this bar is here. So now, remember when we were putting those other pieces on and we kept saying, what's that peg? We have to shave that peg off.
All right.
Remember that? Yeah, that's where these other ones come in handy, which were there, weren't they? Where are they? A lot of that's because the screwdriver tightens it in a lot easier than that other one because you have so much more of a grip.
Yeah, you do.
That little one was starting to hurt my hand. Nice job.
There you go.
So these two go together like this.
Okay.
I just need a Kim screw. And then
Do you need another
we
one?
flip it around. We flip it around and then it connects to the bar right here. Oh, that would explain why it's loose. So that I need a DM. Okay, so next, what's this thing? Flip it around. It's
This. It's right here. There you go.
Thank you. So this goes like that.
Let me just put this back up so the carpet won't eat the screws.
My carpet likes to munch on screws if it falls. That's for sure. All right, and push the steering pinion through the base, which is right there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Huh? All right, it doesn't look like it. Oh, it connects on the bottom side. DM and DM on this other piece we were talking about. Oh. All right. So what are the chances that this is actually going to stay in there? Oh, it stayed in there. Adding to the steering column. Ensure that both wheel bases are headed straight forwards, then push the steering column into the steering pinion. So, this thing?
I believe so. Yeah, because we've got it down here.
Ensure both wheel bases are headed straight. This screwdriver, I actually put them in tighter than I realized. I think it's just because...
Yeah, you did.
Because it's so much easier.
Yeah, you did. All right.
So here we go. Take the engine and gearbox parts you assembled between issues 5 and 12 and place it on the front chassis frame so that the fan is at the front of the car, holding the parts together carefully. Turn it over, yikes, and insert 2 IM screws from underneath. See that hole down there? It's really hard to see, but this needs to go down in there. And that secures this part of the engine to the chassis frame. There! Now, if we turn it around, our engine is in place. Look at that. Oh man, okay. Now what? Oh, there's another one here. Wait, there's another one. LM screw for the back.
Okay.
Okay, that is in place. It looks like we've got a couple of tubes, 16X, which I'm gonna let you do because you like the tubes.
I like the tubes.
All right, so since we've been bouncing around anyway this episode, while Jennifer is meticulously trying to get those 2 tubes on, I'm going to go ahead and put these couple pieces on our final stage just to get it ready. We have this really nice metal piece here, and we need these here. And they actually go on here with EM screws. We'll check in with Jennifer in a moment. Let's see how she's doing over there by the light. Okay. All right. So we got basically these 2 pieces on here. So let's check in with Jennifer and see what she did with the tubes, shall we?
I had to connect those 2 tubes way back into here.
Oh gosh.
All the way.
Those 2 black tubes?
Yeah. All the way down into here. So that wasn't easy. That took quite a few minutes, to tell you the truth. They were very hard to get on. So again, use tweezers.
And again, don't breathe on them.
Don't breathe on them.
Don't touch them. Don't bump them.
Exactly.
Here was the tire we put on a long time ago. They call this the left front wheel. Okay. So basically you have your cap, 1 screw, and this guy I already put in here. And now we have a tire, which should fit all the way in there. Oh, it fit! Wow.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. Okay, can you hold that up? And then the screw goes way down in there. And then
Are you serious?
there is our first tire. Now, we did this stuff already. We have to put on the next wheel. Same exact way. Yeah? And then we take our LM screw. This one's grabbing it perfectly. Good. Tight. And we finish it off with our cap.
Excellent.
Wow. All right, well, now, according to this manual, we've got tubes.
Oh no.
Looks like one goes in here and wraps all the way around to this thing here.
Okay, that would be the long one.
And then the other one goes on the other side. When in doubt, use the other side.
I even took the end of the tweezers and just kind of went around the inside of the hole just to make it a little bigger.
To make it bigger. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I got it. Did I get it? Yeah.
Looks like it.
Okay, so we never had the double cell phone. Look at that. Nice. That's it.
There you go.
We got the other tube around there and the other tube from there. We are done with our tubes. So now we're going to fit the front chassis onto the front chassis frame. So we take this, and it looks like it goes here, here. Is that right?
Yeah, and it fits in there.
And then I need 4 DM screws, please. One goes here. Nice. One goes here. Okay. All right.
Nice.
There. This is connected and tight. Assemble the chassis frame skeleton. So we have these last 2 pieces and then we are done. Wow. And these are HM screws. So how about I'll do one and you do the other to finish our build. Does that work okay? But hopefully that's... All right. Jen, will you do the honors of the final screw?
Okay, got it.
Good. Make sure it's in the hole. Because last time I did it wrong.
I don't think it's in the hole. Yeah, it's in the hole.
Okay.
It's moving.
And this is it.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. So that's it. We got these front two pieces on. And this right here. And I got to tell you,
It's coming together.
yeah, when you actually see it on its wheels, it's pretty exciting. I mean, look at that. All the work we did up to this point is now mounted on a frame, and you can sort of get a scope about how big this thing really is. And the tires do turn, which is pretty cool. So I'm guessing the steering wheel, just to show you, the steering wheel is probably out here. So that's how big this thing is going to be. So, all right, well, that's it for the month. Before we go to our final tally and stuff, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to crack open that Ecto-1A that you got me and see what's inside. Do you mind?
No, not at all.
All right, let's do that. Look at that. GBT logo. Wow. Oh, they already have it on there. That's cool. Some of the stuff's already on there. Man, this is nice. So these are the characters. Yep. There's Winston. There's Stans, Egon, and that's Venkman. Totally looks like Bill Murray.
Totally.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the menu. That's a lot of stuff. I think we can handle it. What do you think? Knock all these in here. All right. Thank you. That's good for now. That is really cool. Like, the details on that Playmobil thing are amazing. I can't wait to put this together. I mean, which one am I more excited about? The one that costs as much as one shipment of the Eaglemoss, or the Eaglemoss one? Probably both. But this is exciting. So thank you so much. So next episode or the one after, depending on how it works, we'll start putting the Ecto-1A together also. That'll be fun. So, all right, Jennifer, let's spread some Christmas cheer and name off the screws for all to hear.
Yes, it's that time. Everybody knows I love to do this. So let's get to it. EM screws, we had a total of 10. GP 1, HM 6, IM 7, HP 3, JM 1, KM 2, BP 4, BM 4, LM5, DM10, MM2, and CM3 for a total of 58. And this took us 2 hours and 10 minutes to complete.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
What the heck were we doing?
Putting it together.
Two of the things were like exactly the same, but on the other side. You'd think we'd have gotten better at it, not worse.
We are.
2 hours and 10 minutes. All right. And then we took a break in the middle for Thanksgiving. So we actually have Thanksgiving and Christmas in the same video. I mean, who else can say that on YouTube? I mean, come on. Anyway, everybody, thanks for joining us. We will see you in the new year with the next installment. So, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. DM. What was that?
It's a C. Correct.
Okay, Chris.
doesn't even want to remember my name. I think the Santa hats are too tight and they're starting to they're starting to constrict our brain.
No, I should nip that eggnog. All right.
Yep.